Had you, as a little girl, had you wanted to get married and have children, or had it never been an attraction for you?
I think certainly as a little girl, that's what everybody is told, isn't it? Oh, well, you even get told that kind of like, oh, well, you'll tell your grandchildren about this, or when you get married, all this kind of stuff. Actually, I did get married at one point, and it went great. I haven't seen him for ages. But, I got married and it didn't work out. And
did that result in children?
No, I don't have any biological children of my own, but my most recent kind of really serious partner, who I lived with for about 5 years, he had a son, and in fact, when we parted company, I kind of kept the son. So I have a stepson who lives with me, who is 24, and his girlfriend also lives with me, and they're monogamous. I'm not against people being monogamous if that's what they want. What I think is outdated is the idea that that's the only option. And for me, my experience was that I wasn't enjoying monogamy. It wasn't something that was making me feel great about myself. So I went down that road of let's try the alternative. And as soon as we did, yes, I was like, this is just right for me. This is lovely. I'm a performer. I'm on tour all the time. And, you talk about, oh, I date 10 people. It sounds outrageous, I know. But, for example, one of the people I date lives in Edinburgh. And so I see him when I'm up in Edinburgh for the Fringe Festival. I'm up there for the month, which I've just come back from. And I saw him loads of times when I was up there. And the rest of the year, I'll be up in Edinburgh 2, 3, 4 times maybe for meetings. And it's lovely. It's absolutely lovely to arrive in a city. Yes. Yes, I do the Perth Fringe in February, and there's people that I date in Perth in Australia, and I can't wait to get back there.
Are these friends with benefits?
Absolutely, in a lot of ways, but there's a sort of range, isn't there? So there's also, I have one partner who I see at least 3 or 4 times a week, who has keys to my house, who I would consider a very sort of full-on partner, and other partners where, it's much more casual. But at the same time, none of the people on that list would I not send a message and say, I'm having a really bad day, could you give us a call?
OK, so, Deidre, for Kate, she's, it's almost like, and I hope I'm getting this right, it's almost like being single but having lots of relationships in a way. What the programme was exploring last night was a committed relationship who then they both decided to change after having actually lied to one another. And it feels different. That's a choice. It's very open. It's very honest. Their situation was slightly different.
Yeah, I agree. And I think, choice you make, that's your choice, you're confident, it's obviously working well for you, and your partners clearly all know what the score is.
Yeah.
And that's fine, that's a very different situation. I think it's very true that in long-lasting relationships, it can be a struggle, and I've been married 48 years, it can be a struggle keeping sex vivid and exciting, and there can be times when you think, you know what, the only way to deal with this is let's have sex with other people. But in my experience, and I have had probably literally now millions of people write to me over the years, it leads to trouble in that situation. The answer isn't to go looking outside your relationship if what you want is for the relationship to work and be strong and stay together. Because sooner or later, someone falls to somebody else, they feel the attraction.
We've seen that so many times here, that someone will come on, the couple will come on and say, we practice polyamory, we're absolutely fantastic, but you can see in the eyes of one of them that they're not actually happy with the situation.
Exactly.
And
I think it's super dangerous if you're in a relationship that's not working out, which is exactly what's happening in Wanderlust, is they're in a relationship where there's loads of problems, and they're going, here's the solution to those problems. Well, do you know what I mean? I think polyamory is brilliant, and I love it, and I wouldn't live any other way. But if you're looking for a solution to your problems, I wouldn't go, oh, just try this.
No.
That'll be fine. Here's the solution. I think, for me, I'm in that situation where I meet people, and I'm very open when I meet people that this is how I want to live. And so they've got absolutely that choice. Are they going to be a part of this?
You worry, because I know you said this, that you worry what's behind it. Why is the person living this life?
Yeah, I think one thing I actually want to get in first as well is that I really worry about children. I think it's a whole different score if you're a couple with children, because children, children will really find it very hard if they've got a mum or a dad, who is overtly, they're with one person one night and there's someone else another day. I mean, that is a very hard thing. You've got a grown-up stepson.
Oh, well, I wasn't going to mention him. I mean, yes, my grown-up stepson is totally relaxed. In fact, he thinks it's brilliant. There's more people he can borrow a £5 off. There's more people who buy him Christmas presents. As far as he's concerned, it's great. But also, I know other polyamorous people who have children, and I think it's the same thing with gay parents. You think, oh, what will kids think? But the answer answer is that kids just go, oh, is Daddy 2 going to take me to the park, or is Daddy 1 going to take me to the park? Kids don't have that idea of what is right and what's wrong. There's just adults in their life, and they turn to those adults when they need things. And I think, actually, it's lovely to have additional adults around, whether they're family, friends, uncles, step-parents, that kind of stuff, or grandparents or whatever, but also other partners who are happy to be involved.
I think children have got a good grasp of what's going on in adult relationships, and I completely agree about gay parents. That's fine. Mummy 1, Mummy 2, Daddy 1. That's absolutely fine. But having one of your parents actually, they will pick up on the intimacy. They will feel that intimacy is being drained out of their parents' relationship into affection and more with somebody else, and they feel that, and they do feel threatened by it.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming in today.
Thank you both very
as you
much,
said right at
yeah.
the very beginning, it works for you. We had a poll this morning. Do you think an open relationship can work? Yes, 13%. No, 87%. That often changes.
I must be in the 13 then.